Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to Non-fictional prose, our reading course, our second reading course in the English language department curriculum. This is the ninth lesson or the ninth lecture of this course. Just to recap, to summarize what we have done so far, we have been trying to develop our reading skills. We want to become very good readers. How? By implementing, by using some skills, some reading skills, some reading strategies like skimming, scanning, understanding the main idea, figuring out the meaning from the context. All of these skills help us when we meet an English text or an English passage, when we want to read for fun, when we want to read for studying. All of these strategies are very important. Why? Because they facilitate the reading process. Today we are going to continue to try to sharpen up these skills, to develop these skills. What I am doing here is just trying to exemplify for you how to use these strategies, because teaching a skill is not an easy job. I always resemble or liken teaching a skill by teaching how to drive. Driving is a skill. I can't tell you how to drive, but it's up to you. It's your responsibility to become a very good driver. How? By practice. When you drive in the road, when you meet some difficult situations like crowded roads, or when you have, for example, very narrow roads and you want to move your car between other cars, all of these situations sharpen up your driving skill. It's the same with reading. I just tell you how to do the thing, and then it's up to you how to practice this. If you practice, by practice, I assure you, you will be a very good reader. As I said, this is the ninth lecture. We are going to study more reading strategies. We are going to go to chapter 5 today, and we have the main passage on the in this chapter is called High Tech and Low Tech. We know the two words high and low, and then we have the word tech. It's from the word, yes, technology. It's a short form of the word technology. It's on page 102. So let's go to page 102. This is chapter 5. And as always, we introduce the chapter by the proverbs that each chapter has. This chapter's proverbs is, men have become tools of their tools. We know the word tool. If you want to open something with a screwdriver, the screwdriver is the tool. If you want, for example, to nail something, you need a hammer, and the hammer is the tool. So men or people always use tools to help them do something. But nowadays, we became the tools for the tools. How? For example, we want to type something using a computer. So we go to the computer, we open Microsoft Word, and we start typing a research, homework, assignment. So the computer is the tool for writing or for typing a piece of research or an assignment, a homework, or to use, for example, the internet. So the computer is the tool. But nowadays, we became the tools for the computer. Why? Because we started to study computers, how they work. Sometimes they hang. They have a lot of problems. So we started to become tools for the new technology. We started not to use the technology to help us, but no, the technology started to use us. And we have a lot of examples, televisions, mobiles. They started in a way to use us. So the saying is just to tell us that the tools, the technology that we use every day started to control us, to channel us in different channels according to the technology that we use. So this is chapter 5. We have how hybrid cars work. What is hybrid cars? This is what we are going to study. The first strategy is scanning for definitions of key terms. The key terms, the main term in the title is hybrid cars. So we want to know what is a hybrid car. We go quickly to the passage. We scan very quickly for the word hybrid to get the meaning of the word hybrid. So let's go to the passage. This is the passage, how hybrid cars work. So very quickly we try to look for the word hybrid cars. Any vehicle is a hybrid when it comes two or more sources of power. When it combines two or more sources of power. So you see, very quickly we went to the meaning of the word. So now we got an idea. Yes, we know what a hybrid car is. So we get a little bit interested in the passage, and we start to gain some interest to continue reading. But in the beginning, we did not know the meaning of hybrid cars, and we had the feeling, well, this is a very difficult topic. I don't know hybrid cars. Maybe I know it in Arabic, but in English, no, I don't know its real meaning. So you see, by getting the meaning of the main idea, of the main topic, of the key term in the passage, we start to gain interest. We become very interested in continue reading the passage, and the more we understand from the passage, the more the passage becomes very interesting. So this is scanning for the key term. This is the answer for number 1. What makes a vehicle a hybrid? Any vehicle is a hybrid when it combines two sources of power. Number 2, what is a gasoline electric hybrid car? Well, this is a compound noun, a gasoline electric hybrid car. We know a hybrid car, a gasoline electric, a car that runs by gasoline and electricity. This is very easy. So we knew now two very important words. We will continue now understanding more difficult words from the passage. The second strategy is inferring meaning, inferencing meaning from the context. We have number 1. Have you pulled your car up to the gas pump lately and been shocked by the high price of gasoline. We have a hint here. Literally, a shock is what you might get if you put a metal object into an electrical socket, but the word can also mean any reaction a person has that would be similar to receiving this type of electrical current jolt. You know the meaning of shock. When you go to a socket, when you go to touch some electrical equipment, and then you get this shock. This is called a shock. When you touch an electrical socket, or you have some water on your hand and you touch electricity, you get this shock. This is the literal meaning of shock, but we have a different meaning when you go, for example, and you get a surprise when you see something and you get shocked. Something similar to this feeling you get when you touch electricity. So which is the correct answer? A, B, C? It is C. Feeling completely surprised and upset. So you see, by reading from the sentence, from the context, you get the meaning of the word. Number 2, have you pulled your car up to the gas pump lately? Gas is short for gasoline, and a pump is what is used to move liquid from one area to another. So gas pump here means, so you go to the gas pump to refill your car with fuel. So a gas pump is the device used to put gasoline in your car at the gas station. Number 3, maybe you thought about trading in that SUV, short for sport utility vehicle, any small multi-use truck that is not a pickup or minivan, for something that gets better mileage. Mileage is the number of miles that the car consumed, that used after you bought it. So if you drive, for example, 20,000 miles, so the mileage of the car is 20,000. So if you get a car with a better mileage, I'm not very happy with the choices here, because I couldn't find the correct answer here. It can move more quickly or for many miles. I don't know. More attention from consumers? No. More distance for each liter or gasoline or gallon of gasoline? Well, I think this is the best answer, but this is not the true or real meaning of mileage. If you get better mileage, means that your car does not consume a lot of mileage. Well, this is what I see. So C is probably the correct answer. More distance for each liter of gasoline. Number 4. Or maybe you are worried that your car is contributing to the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the problems that we have and face with the atmosphere. The more pollution that we have in the atmosphere, the more we are causing problem to the environment, to the global warming that we hear about every day. So it is A, an increase in the Earth's temperature due to pollution that traps the sun's rays. So we have sun rays, but then we have pollutions, which causes a lot of problems. Let's continue. Number 5 here. Or maybe you just want to have the coolest car on the block. We know the word cool. It means something like cold. But sometimes we use cool in a very different way. When we say this is cool, it means this is good, this is interesting, this is exciting. Or sometimes we say this is a cool guy. A cool guy means very interesting, sometimes very handsome, very funny, sometimes means. So the coolest car, it means, does it mean the coldest car, very cold? No, it means that the car that is very interesting, that's very exciting to everyone. So it is B, the car everyone admires, that everyone wants to have. Number 6, the gasoline engine turns a generator, and the generator can charge the batteries. The word charge can have many meanings, such as to accuse. Yes, you are charged with in the murder of somebody. You are charged for breaking the table. You are charged for robbing that store. This is the meaning of charge. To accuse something. But sometimes to charge means to ask someone to pay. This is the charge of, for example, buying something. This is the charge for crossing the bridge. This is the charge for not paying the bill. If you don't pay your bill, you pay extra charge. But charge here means to fill with energy. The generator charges the batteries with power or energy. 7, the reason behind making an electric car is twofold. It means two sides. There are two fold. We know the meaning of fold, to fold something. So it is twofold. You can fold it either way. So two folds here means there are two reasons actually. In this context means there are two reasons. So the answer is B. Let's continue. The reason behind making an electric car is twofold: to reduce tailpipe emissions and to improve mileage. To reduce tailpipe emissions is to reduce or to decrease the pollution giving off by the car. You know, there are some pollution that comes off the car from behind the car. This is called the tailpipe emission. You know, the pipes behind the car. There are some pollutions that comes off these pipes. So we want to reduce these pollutions. So the answer is B, to decrease the pollution given off by the car. The last one here, these goals are actually tightly interwoven. Interwoven means very related to each other. To wife something is to knit or to sew. You have a needle, you know a needle, and then you have a thread inside the needle, and then you start sewing or knitting. So interweaving is like knitting or sewing two things together to become to make two things become one thing. So interwoven or interweaving is A, yes, are closely related to each other as though sewn together. So you see, we inferred the meaning of some difficult words, and now we are going also to be introduced to more new words, some specialized words. Today we are going to study some words related to cars, and last time we studied some words related to health, and one day we studied words related to sports. All of these specialized words is to increase your vocabulary. When you go in the future, inshallah, and become, for example, and you are asked to translate something related to health, sport, or car, you have some vocabulary. Don't say, well, no, this is not my specialization. No, people expect you to know at least the basic words from each discipline. We had some from sports, health, and now from cars. And these specialized words, this is the passage. You can read it by yourself, and you will see the new words in blue. You can guess their meaning from context or from the exercises. If you don't know them, you can check your dictionary for the meaning of these words. We have here these the specialized terms for cars. We have locomotives. Locomotives are the cars used to pull trains. It is engine cars that pull trains. Transmission is the thing that transmits the speed of the car. It is N. Vehicle bar, transmitting power from the engine to the wheels. Yes. Fuel tank, the place that you fill in with gasoline. Fuel tank, it is G. Storage place in car for gasoline. 4-cylinder engine, it is I. A motor with 4 chambers in which pistons move. Parallel, it is H. 2 parts having a similar function or functioning interchangeably. A component, it is L. Parts that make up a whole. Propulsion power, it is M. The force to move something. Barking, it is B. The slowing down of the car. If you press the brakes, you have this barking. We have efficient, J. It is producing results with minimum effort. Generator, the thing that generates power. It is E. A machine that converts mechanical into electrical energy. RPM is a short for rotations per minute, which is A. Global warming, the greenhouse effect causes the global warming. Exhaust is the thing that comes out of the pipes, it is K. Waste gases released from an engine. And the last one, speeds, very easy, how fast something moves. So these specialized terms are very important, so when we meet them later, we know some basic words about cars when we want to translate, or when our car is broken down. We know how to use some of these specialized terms. There are more specialized terms, but this is not our topic. This is just to introduce, to give you just the feeling, the drift of the car's terminology. This is it for today. Very short, very simple lesson. As I always say, I don't want to condense a lot of information to you. I want to make things very simple to you, so you get interested in studying. You don't get worried or afraid of the amount of the information of this course. No, I want you to just lift you up psychologically, so you can study this course and enjoy it. Thank you very much for listening and watching this lesson.